labels. J-Dawg back to answer more goddamn questions. Before we get to the goddamn questions, we got another goddamn what's on the Dawg's fucking turntable? What's on the Dawg's player? So, spinning this again for the millionth time in the shop because we got a restock, I don't know, last week or so. So it's convenient when shit's here to throw it on the goddamn player. But Dawg's owned it for years, of course, since it first came out. Originally came out on Painkiller Records, I think. And then Hell's Headbangers pressed it, and then Osmos pressed it. So this is the Osmos pressing. We have CDs, LPs in stock. Not many, though, 10. But the reason I'm showing this is I would say, and I've said this on the channel before, I think as a whole, this is probably the most underrated black metal album of all goddamn existence. Said it and meant it, brah. It ain't a 10, it's 666 smashed fucking skulls. But as a whole, I think the band, if I had to say who is the most underrated black metal band of all fucking time, it would be goddamn Denial of God. All their albums are fucking gold. You definitely. The only thing I actually don't like about Denial of God, which is kind of funny because it's usually the opposite for bands, is the demos. Now, granted, the demos, Dawg owns them, of course. Horror Records, when they were around, that was Aster, who's he's the guitar player of this fucking band. Man, talk about a band that fits the fucking bill. Look at him on the far right. He used to run Horror Records, and he put the Denial of God demos out on vinyl years ago. I still own it. Maybe I need to respin it, but I remember not liking them. But I think it was not because they sucked, because I think if I remember correctly, they sounded like absolute dog shit. But nonetheless, even if I went back and listened, I'm like, oh, these are pretty good. It's just possible, because sometimes you revisit shit, you're like, oh, this is way better than I remember. It's probably the worst thing they've done. The first thing I ever picked up was that fucking, like, from Steve Rarick, Emetic Records back in the day. His distro was at a Detroit show. I was probably 18 or 19 years old. I bought from them their EP, the CD, Ghouls of Dawg. That's fucking fantastic. That's the first thing I have. And actually, I told C-Dawg, I'm sure he did. Well, actually, to his defense on this one, I'll get to that in a second. I told him to contact Aster, because that's who we set it up, to do Ghouls of Dawg, like reissue it, because Ghouls of Dawg, that's been out of print forever. But, I mean, there was a repress. I forget what label did it. They did shaped CDs for it. Dawg owns it, of course. I can't remember if Aster did, because I own a few variants. None of the goddamn less. It's out of print as fuck. I'd like to do a CD LP of it. I don't know if C-Dawg dropped the ball and didn't ask, or if Aster didn't reply, because full transparency, for my Dead by Dawg, the first band I contacted, the first band I thought of to have as my headliner was Denial of God. I contacted Aster, who I used to slobbering all over the goddamn place. Used to talk to him all the time through email, and all the time, like literally all the time, once a month. And probably the last time was over 10 years ago, and I think it's because he's pissed at me. Not that I'm spilling the beans, I'll get this. I mean, in case he sees this, I told you an email. I don't know why you're pissed. But anyways, email for Dead by Dawg, no reply. I mean, you think you would at least say something. Even if you're busy, you can't do it. Like, what the fuck, man? I don't know why there'd be no goddamn reply. That just seems stupid as fuck to me. Again, at least say, because it's like, you know me. You were on the label. We've done several pressings. We did the last album, the last two, Death and the Beyond and the Hollow Mass and the Shapeless Mass. The last three records we put out. And just delete. Fuck this hoagie. But I think it's because, long goddamn story short, Aster used to have some every now and again, he did it twice. He had some horror DVDs that he bought from the U.S. Sent to my house. And he had them sent to my house to save on shipping. That way, when Hells would send him his packs, because we'd trade with Horror Records all the time. Horror Records was one of the goddamn best fucking underground labels ever. They put out killer shit. So we would trade with them all the time, get his stuff in. And so for the sake of shipping, he's like, can you just include my DVDs when we next Hells trade pack? Sure, no problem, bro. It was like a 2-time thing. It happened, and you would figure each time you'd ask, hey, is it okay, bro? Because it's kind of it's not a big deal, but it's kind of inconvenient. I got to watch out for it, hang on to it. I'm kind of a little going on my way. Anyways, one time, this is months goes by, a year go by, or whatever, he does it again. But he doesn't ask. He doesn't give me the heads up. He orders some DVDs, and he has them sent to my house. And I moved. And he's like, yeah, bro, did you get those DVDs? I'm like, when did you send them, man? I moved like 6 months ago or whatever it was. 3 months ago, whatever. What the hell? He's like, can you go get them? I'm like, no, dude. I was like, I don't live there anymore. I've never met the people that bought the house. I'm not knocking on the door. He never replied back. I never heard from him since. So I'm assuming he's just pissed. Like, dude, how did I fuck you? You didn't even ask me. Like, it's like one thing if you asked a favor, and if I said, yeah, bro, I'll do it, no problem, and I dicked you. You didn't ask. You just sent them. I don't live there no more. I mean, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to dick you, but like, what the hell? You got to speak up. And even if that's the case, I mean, okay, you lost whatever it was, $150, $200. It wasn't my fault. It wasn't like I did anything malicious. To me, like, I don't get mad over shit like that. You get mad over somebody if somebody tries to fuck your wife. You get mad over somebody if somebody steals your wallet. You get mad over somebody if some goddamn ghetto trash at the fucking Agora shanks you and fucking just because malicious crap. I don't get mad over it was an accident and it was just bad communication, or in this case, it's kind of your fault, bro. Like, I never understood that with people. Like, why are you holding a grudge, dude? I didn't dick you. And even if you think I did dick you, it wasn't intentional. It wasn't malicious intent. So I'm just assuming, because I had no problem ever replying to me before, I'm assuming he just doesn't reply to me for that goddamn reason. And I don't know. I never asked Dawg. I don't know. Does he not reply to Dawg either? I think he does, because I think we've done shit with them since then. This is years ago. Like, this is like 10 years ago or some shit. Yeah, it's been about 10 years since we lived in this goddamn house. Elcan and I. But none the goddamn less, whether I'm his best buddy or hates me, fucking thinks I'm a complete fucking backstabbing piece of shit, which not the goddamn case. Tunes goddamn come first, and I literally think Denali got his hands down. Dude, they even got a badass goddamn logo. Check out that. Definitely fits the bill logo. Good logo, good name. Love this goddamn cover art, too. And this is my favorite album by him, Horrors of Satan. And again, dude, fits the fucking bill. This is the Osmos Records pressing. Like I said, we have like 10, and I think we have like 5 CDs. So it's not like I'm not even sales pitching. I'm just showing it because I listened to it today, and I was like, what the fuck? Gotta educate these fools out there. But all their stuff is good. You can't go wrong with it. So, I mean, I think we have Hollow Mass and the Shapeless Mass EP in stock. It's all gold. Death and it's all killer. All killer, no goddamn filler. And regardless, play Dead by Dawg or not, Denial of God is definitely a band. If any one of these fests, whether it been Hell's Heroes or Milwaukee Metal Fest or Maryland Death Fest, any of them, if they got Denial of God, that's okay. I'm definitely going now. Even if I was like, didn't have anything else to go for, I would go just for them, 100%. Bet your ass I want a goddamn interview too. And if Aster's still pissed at me, then I'll ask Ustu. Ustu is his brother. The singer Ustu is his brothers. Aster and Ustu are brothers. And actually, you can look it up. It's audio only. Craig, my brother Reaper, when he was doing Hellcast for us, he did an interview with Ustu. This is years ago, but he interviewed him. Ideally, what I would like is that Denial of God is both Usto and Aster on camera together, and that would be I definitely want that fucking interview. But we'll see. I don't know. Might tell me to go fuck myself. You stole my DVDs. No, he didn't, dude. Anyways, Steve Steele, paid question. Happy New Year, dog. Can you convince Lindsay to do one of the classic videos with you two reading the comments or questions on your porch? Keep killing posers, dude. Cheers. I mean, come on. Well, first off, why the hell do you want to see Lindsay so goddamn much? Second off, I mean, I guess if I really asked her, she could do it. So, I mean, again, as you can see, most of these I do here in the goddamn warehouse. Just more goddamn convenient for me. Maybe set something up. Most likely the next video we'd probably do together, because I've been meaning to do the last couple times, is the one we did, because it got a lot of views too. It was driving back from Milwaukee Metal Fest, because kill two birds with two birds with one goddamn stone. Just hang up the phone while I'm driving, just start talking about whatever, the fest, basically the fest, the event, just talk about our time. I meant to do that in the last one, Maryland, but again, dude, when I'm shooting these videos, dude, I don't feel like doing them 99.9% of the time. Today was one of those days I didn't feel like doing it. I just have to force myself to do it. It's kind of like, dude, the best way I can say with recording these goddamn videos is it's like when the alarm goes off to get out of bed, fuck, I'm sleepy. I just don't want to get out of bed. I don't want to. But when you sleep and you kick yourself, you're like, fuck, god damn it, I had shit to do and now I didn't get as much done. But every time, even though you don't want to get out of bed, after you did it, you're glad you did. That's how these videos are. I never feel like doing them. And even on the way back, so tired as fuck from the fest, we did both of us. Fuck that. I don't fucking feel like talking this shit. I just don't feel. It's hard. It's just, again, said it a million times. I'm naturally not a talkative person. I'm a recluse. You guys don't understand that because all you see is me talking. Of course, I have to talk, but I don't like to really chat. There's times I can get chatty, but for the most part, I'm pretty quiet. I just don't feel like talking. Period. But I've always been like that. So when I have to, it's kind of, I don't fucking feel like doing this. But, yeah, probably do it then on the way back. And by the way, we are definitely going to Milwaukee Metal Fest. I actually just got the phone about an hour ago with Jamie Josta talking about for some interviews and shit like that. They got back to us because it wasn't sure. They changed their rates for vending and stuff. But got back to us on that. All good in the hood. So, yeah, we're definitely going to go there. Hell's Headbangers will be vending at Milwaukee Metal Fest. And I'll tell you right now, don't want to say anything that's not announced. I have on some stuff, but I can tell you right now, for these goddamn homeboys that are not watching my shit, but if you're buds with them, who I would like to interview as of right now for bands that are announced, is Sakis from Rotting Christ, Steve Reynolds from Demolition Hammer, Damien from Gorgasm, Michael Amott from Arch Enemy, Schmear from Destruction, and both guys, Ivan and Grudel from Enslaved. I would be totally down to interview all those. If anybody you know them, ideally, help the fuck on out. Don't just, yeah, bro, I'll do it. Contact me. How do I contact you? My email is in the description box. Right on top, homeboy. Just copy and paste that. Get in contact with me because I want to set up which day. I'll be there Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Which day and what time. You go there, dude, there's thousands of people everywhere. Literally. I don't know where you're at. Are you at your hotel? Are you upstairs, which I'm probably not even allowed? Are you backstage? I don't know where you are. It's impossible to find you. Well, I don't know where you are. First off, I'm going to tell you where the fuck I am. Second off, I can just tell you right now. I'm going to be in the vending area. Even if I don't know where the vending area is, ask anybody that works there, including the goddamn 15-year-old fucking kid cleaning the crappers. He'll know. Where's the vending area? Walk in there. Well, there's a bunch of vendors. First, there's not that many bubbles, so there's probably about 15 to 20, and we have the biggest goddamn stand, and there's Hell's Headbangers banners all over it. A fucking blind man can find us. If you can't find it, then there's no way you made it. There's no way you even made it to the goddamn show, because there's no way you can fucking overlook it. A blind, retarded man can find it. So that's where I'll be, homeboy. Give me a time. You'll be able to find me, and we'll shoot a goddamn interview. So any of you homeboys get in touch with me. I'm sure none of you will. So I'm going to have to hound your goddamn ass out. So now you guys know, Dawg, trying to get so-and-so. I told you who I'm trying to get. If it doesn't happen, make because the Dawg. That's on them, dude. Take it up with them, goddammit. That's all I can fucking say. Goondog, paid question. J-Dawg, what's your thoughts on Elon Musk gooning for 12 hours straight in the Oval Office? Who? While I'm thinking about it, what's your longest goon streak? Fuck is that, homie? Or do you edge? Huh? Anyway, you should show us your feet. Oh, God, dude. Another fucking one of these goddamn weirdos. Please make sure to use syrup and milk. Oh, by the way, I thought of an awesome idea. So far, none of this is awesome, dude. This is kiddo, 5-year-old kiddo dick and fart jokes, which I already know you're just fucking with me. Let's troll the goddamn Dawg. Hey, you paid to, so that's send them every day as far as I'm concerned if you're paying. Because if this wasn't a paid ski, I would just delete it. And again, send whatever you want. Please do every day. But this shit isn't, to me, this isn't funny. This is a kindergarten kid. Billy pooped his pants. He blew a stinky. Oh, you doo-doo head. That's what this is, dude. This shit isn't funny. I mean, you're a grown man. I mean, even if you're 16. Even if you're 16, this isn't funny. I was grown past that then. You should have a separate camera under your desk of your bare feet stomping around and pans of ketchup. Dude, you already sent me this weirdo shit before. It had to have been you. There can't be two fucking bubbles like you out there thinking this shit. Can you friend me on Discord? Absolutely not. My account is Tronkle G. I have zero interest in being friends with you. Also, can you play Fortnite with me? A real man don't play video games. Please? I bet you couldn't guess. Haha, I have no friends. I believe it. I'm 21 and still don't have a girlfriend. I absolutely believe that. I'm going to kill myself. Sucks to be you. Please have a great day. It's going plenty fine. Sounds like it's better than yours. By the way, Blasphemy is my favorite band. Well, I'm real proud of you, homie. And also, I'm the biggest fan of Deicide. You do you. Okay, I watch Uncle Grandpa, sincerely a 6'4" feminist who hates period cramps. Which reminds me of fucking when I did the goddamn GB interview, and he talks about when he met Euronymous. So yeah, I met the kid, talked to him for a few minutes. I'm like, yeah, okay, man, see you later. You're a weirdo. That's what I'm thinking about. Look at this. Michael Sungurov, paid question. Hi, Justin. I just saw an older video you uploaded. Good. Watching that goddamn back catalog. Keep it up. Keep watching, homeboy. Why don't you like Decapitated? Question mark. Why don't I like him? Put it to you this way, Bro Town. I can't even know how to answer that. What's the type of food you don't like? Let's say you don't like hot dogs, but whatever food it is, insert that for hot dogs. Take a bite out of a hot dog. I don't like it, man. I don't like hot dogs. They taste gross. Why don't you like hot dogs, bro? Because it tastes yucky in my mouth. That's why. It tastes like shit. That's why I don't like hot dogs. When I listen to Decapitated, it sounds like bullshit in my eardrums. That's why I don't. And keep in mind, I haven't heard Decapitated. Last time I heard them is I'm pretty sure they opened up for Grave at the Agora. I'm pretty sure it was that show. And it just sounded like shit. It just sounded like generic early 2000s death metal I didn't care about. Not terrible, not shut-off material, but it's just, death metal I don't fucking need. But yeah, I think that was 2003. Some of that area. It's 20 years ago. So is it possible I can return them? Like, this is pretty damn good. Just like those Denial of God demos. I could probably return them like, this is better than I remember. These are great. Sometimes I return to shit. Man, this didn't hold up. It's possible, but I mean, I have no interest. I just don't care, man. It's just generic fucking newbie 2000s death metal I don't give a fuck about. I'm surprised. I understand you completely if you don't like the newer stuff either. Neither do I. Why are you surprised, dude? You don't even know me. Like, I love when these guys say, I've had people say that to me in person. I'm surprised by this. By you surprised? What are you surprised by, dude? You do realize the amount of shit you don't know about me? I could literally squeeze in the goddamn Grand Canyon. Like, you don't know me. You know the very few select things I decide to talk about on channel and I like to share with you. At the end of the day, you don't know me. Why are you surprised? But their debut with Sauron on vocals and their sophomore album is really heavy and technical stuff. If you knew me, you shouldn't be surprised. You get the key word that turns me off 95% of the time. There's exceptions, technical, not into it. There's exceptions like Mortal Decay. It's not overly technical, but it is got technical parts. Generally speaking, I don't like a lot of that. I love that record though. But bands like Atheist and they're the best goddamn example. I don't like that shit, dude. I'm not a big technical guy. So a lot of the really technical, wanky death metal stuff, I never liked that shit. Again, there's an exception to the rule. So I'll say, well, you like whoever I'm forgetting. There's always exceptions, but as a whole, I'm surprised. Well, even the shit you do know about me from this channel as I talk about, you shouldn't be surprised at all. Oh yeah, he doesn't really like technical death metal that much. He likes very little of it. He prefers goddamn the Tish and Hemorrhage. It's not prog wink like late 90s death or Opeth. I don't like that shit either. It has strong riffs with bite and darkness to them and guttural low vocals. Dude, by 2005, which is about where I heard Decapitated, I was so over the guttural goddamn vocals. I'm like, dude, I don't want to hear another goddamn guttural band for the rest of my goddamn life. I come probably about 2018, 2019. That's kind of when I started like, okay, there's some cool bands coming out that have some guttural shit. Dude, I was so fucking over that crap because, dude, it was just... By 05, dude, everybody was just ripping each other off. I was like, this shit's all this shit sounds the same, dude. It's just dumb. The magic for that stuff, for the guttural shit, was literally probably like at the very earliest 97, but more like 98s to like 2002. After that, didn't give a fuck, man. Devourment, first record's all you goddamn need. Grant, I will give them this. That new record that was not new anymore. It's a few years old. The last record, I think it's the last record they did, but whatever they had a few years ago. That one was pretty good, but it also had Ruben back on vocals. He's not that Mike Poser Majeski. His vocals suck balls. And the new album, don't get me wrong, I did enjoy it, but it's like, I could live without it. I got molested and decapitated. I don't need 20 albums of this shit. But all that stuff, dude, it's like I so checked out. So that's probably why they Decapitated. Because when I heard Decapitated, dude, that's literally when I was like hearing bands like Sabbat, Disaster, Toxic Holocaust, all that shit. I was more going towards that because I got to get rid of my old stuff. You know what I mean? The brutal shit, I kept it, but I'm like, I just need these good old gems, the classics. I was like, all this new shit coming out, this fucking sucks. It's a bunch of just goddamn disgorged devourment, cockaball torture wannabes. It's what it was, dude. I should know. I was there. So I just checked out. So Decapitated and a bunch of goddamn hoagies from Poland. I didn't give a fuck about. Give me Vader and I'm good. As an Eastern European, I think early Decapitated is great music. That's great. Keep on listening, homeboy. Nobody's holding a gun to your head not to. Sauron, lead vocalist at the time, has a master's degree in music theory. Oh, I'm real proud of him. From the most prestigious university in Poland. Do that already is a turn off like me a motherfucker. You want to hear some jamming, fist banging, skull crushing, cranial hemorrhage goddamn metal? Go listen to Devastation from Chicago. Not one of those guys, didn't ask him, never met him, hope to, maybe have an interview one day. Not one of those guys went to fucking Guitar University. If I hear you went to Guitar University, I'm already checking the fuck out. Real metalists never. You think goddamn Pantera went to Guitar University? Fucking 7 Churches came out? Fuck no, and that's a goddamn masterpiece. You think goddamn the Bajard or Desmond from the almighty TISH went to Guitar University? Heaviest goddamn guitar tone in history? Fuck no, they didn't. All the good shit, Guitar University. Get the fuck out of here, man. No wonder I don't. I'm already like, my opinion 20 years ago was spot on. Bunch of fucking winky dorks that apparently rape girls in the back of a van. Don't know if that's true, by the way. Allegedly, goddammit. So does their lead guitarist, Dawg. Well, man, the two gay boys can jerk themselves off in college, and goddammit, no wonder I don't like them. In my opinion, their early albums with Sauron are great, dark, heavy, technical, as hell, brutal. And I'm sure you never heard that Devastation from goddamn Chicago demos now, or have you? Or the unreleased album. Dawg owns it all, of course. What are your top 5 releases from Poland otherwise? Finally, a decent goddamn question. Off the top of my goddamn head, I mean, I'm going to say some Vader and Behemoth shit, but I don't want to say anything too fucking lame. Okay, don't get Dead Infection. First two, well, I like these more. Vader, let's say, I really like Litany. My favorite Vader albums, in no particular order, probably Litany, Black to the Blind, De Profundis. Let's say Behemoth, Satanica, and just equal both the first 2 Dead Infection demos, Whirlpool Remains and Start Human Slaughter. Chapter of Accidents and Surgical Disembowelment albums, good, but nowhere near as good as the goddamn demos. So I gave you 6 goddamn releases. That's probably my favorite shit right out the top of my head. Oh, dude, I'm throwing some Reinfection. They Die for Nothing. Dude, that's a brutal masterpiece. What do I need them Decapitated hoagies for when I got that rough, that fucking tough, ultra brutal goddamn classic Reinfection, They Die for Nothing? I wanted to do it on vinyl, but I think it came out on recently and didn't have the original goddamn cover. Grant, what the fuck's on that cover? I don't know. But that's got a lot of memory lane to it. It says, Melody, the drummer, was living here for some times, hung out with that homeboy many times. Think he remembers you, Dawg? I doubt it. And Brian Baxter, the day that CD came out, because Ablated Records put it out, Brian Baxter owned Ablated Records, we'd always hook up Baxter with live photos we took. Me, Easy, and C-Dog took photos at shows all the time. And Baxter, oh man, the Brothers, Your Brutality, they do the best live photos. And we did. So an appreciation, because we gave him tons of regurged photos. And we just saw him to be at the shop that day. He walks in, he got the pressing of Reinfection. He's like, oh, guys, hot off the press. It's a brutal one. You're going to love it. He hands 3 copies, me, Easy, and C-Dogs. He knew we didn't share nothing. The Reinfection, They Die for Nothing. I took it home, fucking loved it. And it still holds up to this day. I probably listened to that recently again, probably about 3 months ago. I mean, very, very good. Dude, heavy as fuck. Again, what do you need the Twinkie mold for if you don't have that? Holy fucking shit. Do you think those Twinksters have heard goddamn Reinfection? Highly doubt it based off those goddamn shorts they're wearing. What are your favorite metal albums from Russia? Is there anything good from that goddamn hellhole? I mean, there's stuff I probably can't think of. Nothing. Necro Cannibal, goddammit. Goatman sent me over that a while ago. I was like, oh, it's pretty goddamn good death metal. Doesn't sound like Mortician like you said it does, but But nonetheless, it was good. If anybody has a goddamn Necro-Cannibal CD or LP, let the dog know. I'd be interested in that. I just heard it goddamn digital like a fucking poser, but it got repressed recently, and I would like to own that. I was like, yeah, this is good. You got fucking 90s death metal, and it's from goddamn Russia. So, off the top of my head, let's go with that. But is it my fave? I'm sure I'm completely forgetting something. I sadly know way more U.S. and other European metal compared to my own country. Well, no shit, dude, because your country, no offense, you guys are inferior to the U.S. and the entire Europe. No disrespect. It's a smaller, the land is much smaller, and the population is much smaller. The U.S. and fucking all of Europe, that's an unfair comparison. Now, if you're to say, let's compare apples to apples, let's say Poland versus the state of Ohio, the state I live in. All right, you might have a much better chance of saying, hey, I like more bands from Poland than Ohio. Don't compare it to the entire U.S. That's a completely, that's going to a goddamn gunfight with a fucking pocket knife. That's completely unfair and unbiased. So don't beat yourself up too goddamn hard. Slow all the goddamn place again. Comes with surge, you're never going to do, but I'm not scared in the morning. And don't forget them goddamn paid skis. They're slightly picking up, but still some unacceptable quota for the month of January. First month in 2025, licking balls. Get your Dead by Dog ticket. Showed you that goddamn venue. That was the video that went up today, isn't it? Did you see that sweet-ass venue? Did you see that clean-ass fucking venue? I'm telling you, dude, it's not going to be just a show. Dog's setting up an event. A memorable fucking event. I'm going to be recording everything and archiving it, putting it on the channels. It happens. It's going to be a hangout. You get to hang out with cool guys like Don the Dead, Danny Nelson, Von Ghoul from the Lurking Corpses. This guy's absolutely fucking hilarious. You'll be laughing your dick off in 2 seconds talking to that fucking guy. Hang out with the Attic guys because they're just right around the goddamn fucking corner. The Lead Dog's fucking hysterical, dude. I can't even keep a straight face with that fucking guy in the room. You got Brutal Baxter. Dude, there's not a human being on this fucking planet that don't like Baxter. I've never met one person on this planet that like, I don't like that dickhead. Everybody's just hanging out in the crowd. You got the Dog. I guess he's fine. You guys seem to like me. Don't know why. I wouldn't hang out with that guy. But you can. Come for the fist bump. You got Kai and her husband hanging out. But she'll be with her husband, so I guess you can't get the goddamn any of the weirdo shit going on, but I know how you fucking 40-year-olds who haven't been laid in 25 years and you 19-year-old virgins living in mama's basement driving goddamn soccer van to goddamn Taco Bell. I know how you love seeing some tits. She'll be in the house. You get some fucking a selfie with her, maybe a hug, maybe a fist bump. Don't know what she gives out. That's on her, dude. Who else we got there? We got all kinds of. We got the fucking hillbillies from Evil Army. Met them once. Can't vouch how cool they are, but the tunes are sure gonna fucking rock your socks off. Rotten UK, if nothing else, just look how goddamn cool Jimmy looks. I love that guy's get up. No motherfucking homo. Get a goddamn good interview with him, and then, yeah, it's just going to be a hell of a goddamn hangout. I'm telling you. You're just existing. You're not living. Get your ass out there. If you're in the U.S., you got no excuses. What was it, the 1920s? There was an invention called airplanes. Get on one, brah. They're not expensive in the States. If you're in Brazil or some shit, I understand not showing up. Still allowed to if you want to. And Dog will be damn impressed. You get that photo and fist bump, too. You can meet Eazy-E and Dawg, the other two owners of Hell's Headbangers. Granted, you're not going to be too fucking impressed. Personalized a 2x4. Nonetheless, you can see who runs this goddamn show around here. Dog's just an elaborate packer. L-Cat will be there for all you, again, fucking 40-year-old virgin-ass, weird 16-year-old, 19-year-old weirdos. So there'll be some goddamn tits and ass there. Probably not a lot, but a few. So get in. Tickets in the description box and your J-Dog slogan shirt. Later, goddammit.